is it going? How's everybody doing? It's been a while, I know. I've been kind of saving money, concentrating on paying bills and so forth and so on. But I had a nice paycheck this pay period, had a little extra money, so I decided to go, when I went to buy dog food and other things, I decided to pick up some cards. So next couple of videos, 3 videos, will be some cards. And I think I'm going to order, I'm leaning towards maybe a vinyl record mystery box. But I'm getting ready to order that probably over the weekend, so probably next week sometime it should show up. But I also want to introduce you all to the newest member of the Ryman household here. This is Uno. Yeah, I'm talking to you. There's a camera right there, though. See it? Yeah. So the story behind this little girl here was I have a yucca plant out back that I have my deck built around. It was here when I bought the house. If you ever want a plant that will flower and it will withstand just about anything that nature throws at it, plant a yucca plant. They are I believe they're like a desert type plant, but they can handle extreme drought. They can handle extreme watering, extreme temperatures, both hot and cold. And they get these long, if you've never seen a yucca plant, they get these long, I don't want to say tendrils, but stalks, I guess would be the right word. Stalks on them, normally 2 or 3, sometimes 4. But they grow a few feet higher than the plant. The plant itself gets pretty big, as far as like the diameter of the plant. And then they get these white, like bell-shaped flowers on them. And they're normally in for, depending on weather, for around a month or so. And then they wilt and they turn into seed pods. The whole time I've been living in this house, I've only had one other yucca plant actually seed and grow. And it's getting close to where it's about the same size as the one that's been here. So, when they seed, there's like a premium time of when, once they go to like their seed pod, when you should collect the seeds so that they remain viable. So I can't remember exactly when that is, but if you're ever interested in doing that, look it up and you can certainly find that out of when you should harvest the seeds so that you can plant other yucca plants. But yeah, so there's a yucca plant, and his mother cat had kind of burrowed underneath it, dug a little area for her and the 3 kittens that she had. I didn't know they'd taken up residence under the yucca plant until the dog went out there and she was, going ballistic. Not like aggressive, but just, excited because there was something there. So I went over, seen what it was, got her away. And for a number of weeks, whenever I would go outside, I just kind of, I'd go outside with the dog to make sure the dog didn't go over and bug them. But then I'd look down in there and see if they were, doing okay. Well, the one day we'd had some rain, pretty hard rain. And I went out there. And as soon as I walked over, this little one came jumping out, crawling towards me, which they'd never done before. Normally, the kittens would stay in, the mama cat would kind of raise her head and keep an eyeball on me. Why are you so fidgety? You cannot get down. There's too many things in here for you to get a hold of. But she came out and she was soaking wet, shivering. It looked like she hadn't fed in a while. And the way she was stumbling around, at first I almost thought maybe she was blind because her eyes looked real hazy. They were bright blue, although since I've done a little research, I realized that they say kittens, regardless of, from what I understand, regardless of the species or the breed of cat, the kittens when they're born, they all have blue eyes. And then once they get to about 3 or 4 weeks, their eyes change. You know, they get, for lack of a better term, they get dialed in. They start getting their acute eyesight, and their eyes change to the whatever the permanent color of their eyes is going to be. Hers have actually changed a little bit. They're more of a gray now. They kind of still look blue on camera, but they're more gray than blue now. And she's definitely not blind because she sees everything. Her and the dog are getting along. Kiwi hasn't acted aggressive towards her. The cat hasn't acted aggressive towards Kiwi other than like this, pawing at her. I keep them well supervised. I let Kiwi in the room. Actually, you can't really see it, but like right over here, the door you can barely see there, is the upstairs bathroom. And I actually have the toilet in there shut off. I don't have the water going to it because it's got one of the seals on the inside workings. Has got a minuscule little leak, but it's enough to where you can hear it dripping inside, and I'm sure it adds to the water bill. It's an upstairs bathroom. I never use it because I got a downstairs bathroom. So I just have the water turned off the toilet. The only thing I use in the bathroom really is occasionally the sink, and then it's got the whirlpool tub in it, which I can still use. Carpet, the bathroom itself is about the size of a small bedroom. It's carpeted. I've got a little LED fireplace in there, so it can especially in the winter, I can keep the door closed and cycle that on and off, and to keep it nice and warm in there for her. I got a TV in there, so that I have with an HD antenna, and I've heard that cats they do like ambient noise, and I have a nightlight in there because I also read that cats, especially when they're kittens, even though they have incredible eyesight in the dark, their anxiety level will remain much calmer if they have some ambient light. So yes, she has been rather spoiled, much like Kiwi was when I got her. But she's feeding well. When I first started trying to nurse her with a little bottle, it was like she didn't understand what she was supposed to do. So I'm almost wondering if maybe because her eyesight was taking longer to kind of dial in than the other kittens, maybe that's why the mother abandoned her. But yeah, I looked around, and the mother and the other kittens were nowhere to be seen. And at the time I found her, it had stopped. It hadn't been raining for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and I would have thought that if the mom was going to come back for her, she would have by that point. But I didn't have the heart to leave her out there soaking wet, so I brought her in and dried her off, cleaned her, warmed her up a little bit, introduced her to the dog. Of course, I just held her and let Kiwi sniff her and get the scent so that she would realize that, okay, this little creature is going to be in the house somewhere. I thought about, taking her to the animal shelter. Thought about seeing if anybody wanted her, and I thought, you know what? If I can get to where her and the dog get along, which right now they seem to, I just keep an eye on her because Kiwi's so much bigger. So even when she's playing, she could hurt Uno here. So, but once she gets some size to her, I think they'll do just fine together. And once she gets bigger, I'm going to kind of cat-proof the house a little bit. Some stuff I have in shelves on stuff I'll put to where it can't get knocked off because cats like to do that. But she's kind of growing on me, so she's here to stay. Right? We're saving up right now so she can get all her shots. And hopefully here soon she will, I can start introducing her to eating like dry food. That way I can buy like a bigger, like a big bag of it and have one on hand. I have to go to the store to get wet food every, it's like every 5 days I'm having to go buy wet food because she does have a healthy appetite, which is good. Alright, you ready to go back in your room so I can unbox some cards? Because you're probably not going to be much help with that. Okay? Alright, we'll be right back. Well, I'll be right back. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh my God, you're so heavy. Oh. And here's Kiwi. All 65 pounds of her. Now, I know, shouldn't talk about your weight, right? Yeah. Alright. You're too heavy to hold. Jeez. Alright, alright, the video's getting long, so let's dive in. We'll do the Panini Contenders first. The next two videos, which I'll probably do later, because tonight is Trick or Treat, in case you're wondering what day it is. It's not, today's the 30th. And here in Piqua, we're doing Trick or Treat, I believe, from 6 to 8. So, I don't know how many kids I'll have, just because the weather's kind of crappy. I think the rain is starting to dwindle down a little bit, though, but it's still, I think it's going to be cold. Still the wind's blowing so much. The other two packs, I've got Topps Basketball and Elite, Panini Elite Football. So we will do those later, and obviously, the videos will be uploaded shortly after this one. Here we go. This is, I need to say what, 2024 Panini Contenders Football. We have got, we got an Anthony Richardson. I mean, it's not a bad base card. Obviously, his rookie cards would be better. Pat Fryermuth. Derrick Henry. Patrick Mahomes. DK Metcalf. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Darius Slayton. Alright, looks like we have got a pink foil parallel. We're supposed to get a few of these in each one of these, I believe. We've got Trey McBride. Can't really see the pink foil on camera. Oh, there he came a little bit. Right. Who knows over there squealing. James Cook, another pink foil. And the third pink foil is George Karlaftis. I can honestly say I don't think I have ever pulled a George Karlaftis card. I've never heard that name before. Jalen Waddle. Oh, that's a game ticket. So that must be some kind of insert, maybe. All the other ones say season ticket. That one says game ticket. Alright, so we had inserts here. We have got rookie card for Quinyon Mitchell and Byron Murphy II. Okay. Rookie Stallions. Xavier Worthy. Nice looking cards. Not a lot to them, but I mean, they're still nice looking cards. We have got the 1988 draft class. We got round 1, pick number 6, Tim Brown. Excellent Raider. And we have round 1, pick 11, Michael Irvin. That's pretty cool. Oh, we have got a red. This is a red foil rookie card We got Quinyon Mitchell and Byron Murphy II with the red foil. That's nice. Alright, back to base. We have Tyreek Hill, Kyler Murray, Zaire Franklin, George Kittle, Chris Olave, Dalton Kincaid. Put that southern drawl on that name. Gardner Minshew II. Gardner Minshew II. There we go. Nothing really outrageous, I would say. Probably the best card, I would imagine, is probably this red foil rookie for the Quinyon Mitchell and Byron Murphy II, which is actually the same rookie that we got earlier, but we got the base rookie of that insert and then the red foil. Not bad, not bad. Well, there we go. That was the 2024 Panini Contenders Football and introduction to Uno. If you wonder why I named her Uno, it doesn't really sound like a girl's name, obviously. That's because she was, one is the loneliest number, right? That's the saying, and she was the only one that was there in the rain, soaking wet. So I thought it was a fitting name for the little kitten that has become a permanent member of the household now. So let me know what you think. What do you think of Uno? How do you think? Do you think her and Kiwi will get along? Place your bets. Place your bets. They get along so far. Like I said, just when Uno starts to paw at the dog, or she starts running around, then Kiwi, wants to chase after her, not aggressively, but just playfully. But because she's so much bigger, she doesn't realize that her, pushing her with her nose is enough to, knock her a couple feet away if she's not careful. But as Uno gets some size on her and she's able to kind of defend herself a little bit, stand her ground a little bit, I think their playtime will become much more matched. And I think, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling, I see a lot of pictures online of people that have dogs and cats, and especially because Kiwi's not really that old. She's only just over 3 years old, so she's really still a pup. And when they're introduced at a close age like that, within a couple years, where they're still kind of that pup kitten scenario, I've seen where they do eventually kind of bond with each other. And even though they'll get at each other, again, I've seen videos of, where they'll get at each other. It's always kind of playfully. And then other times you see them right there, snuggled up right next to each other. So, we'll see. Alright, well that's it. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think about Uno, what you think about Kiwi, what you think about the cards. Hopefully, I can kind of get back. I don't know. We're going into winter, so money is definitely going to be tighter because the gas bill is going to be higher. So I can't guarantee that I'll be doing stuff regularly, but I'm going to try to at least, whenever I can, maybe just pick up a pack of cards. We'll see. But if not, maybe I'll think of something else to just do some content for. I don't know. I'll think of something. I need to. It'd be a real pain in the ass to do. I need to dig out some of my comics back there and go through them, because I haven't gone through them in so long I don't even know what's back there. In fact, I think there's some that I've never even... There might be some back there that I never actually got around to going through. But, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. As always, I haven't said it in a long time, but it still applies. Look out for yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. And until the next time, see ya.